Good morning, guys. A good, great morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing in the world. Soon to be the most sued person in the world. Now, the truth has become such an expensive commodity. You have to pride yourself now on being truthful. First, the truth. You would just be forthcoming with the truth, and people would say, "Oh, you're truthful." The limit, it's so limited. The amount of people who are propagating truth. It come down to me alone. People can't get the truth where he is taxed so expensive. You guys sue he for keep you from talking it. Right? This is the reality of the world that we live in. So let me hail up my people. Them Seema, good morning. Karen De Silva, good morning. Indira, good morning. Marine, good morning. Kamala, Nana, Romy. Well, actually, we get straight into this thing because my mouth scratching for talk more truth. So here what happened to Benschop. Here were hot Benschop feelings. So Benschop and the PNC created a narrative that Jagdeo killed black people. Jagdeo responsible for the death. But Jagdeo was never caught with a gun. Jagdeo was never caught in any conspiracy. Here were Hort's Benschop. Jagdeo is a fighter for Guyanese. All Guyanese. He never presented himself as anything else, but a fighter for all Guyanese. Mark Benschop is a fighter for black people. He never presented himself as anything. He's not interested in a one Guyana. He is about mostly black people. So you got these two variances, polarizing figures. One is a representative of black people, one is a representative of everybody. So they present themselves. Questions might be asked about how they do what they do, and so controversies surround the doing, but that's how they present themselves. Jagdeo, Guyanese people, Mark Benschop, only black people. Right? This is a matter of fact. Because truth does get me confused. Is everybody got their own truth now? Right? Now, Mark Benschop over the years have struggled to say Jagdeo caused the death of black people. The numbers is varying, all kind of thing. 400 black youths they kill and all kind of thing. Nothing can be proven. It's just propaganda, what they say. Trying to bring down Jagdeo. The truth is, the matter of fact, Mark Benschop and a man named Bainu started a protest with majority black people, created an atmosphere that caused them to run in the office of the president, and they get shot and killed. Mark Benschop is directly responsible for black people's death. You understand what I'm telling you? You understand what I'm telling you? So they say Jagdeo, under Jagdeo tenure, 400 black youths dead. It's Jagdeo PPP. Let me show us who. People say, but we know for a fact that Mark Benschop took black people and carried them to their death. That's a matter of fact. Now, Mark Benschop is saying that is worth $100 million. The truth, for the first time there will be a lawsuit that the truth is worth $100 million. Lawsuits does normally be about lies. This is a lawsuit about the truth. Because bear in mind, imagine what happened was so egregious that Mark Benschop was charged for treason. The only charge you could get in the country that they're found guilty or sentenced to death. Guarantee. Then I got years and all death. Punishable by death. Now, while I signed that yesterday, Mark Benschop decided, true, quickly, true. Here it is. Another one. You can't. Here. Respect to Travis. He's good at what he does. Not as good as me, but respect to the dude. Black blood in the struggle and try to get it. You don't hold it down. Yeah, I respect to the dude. He's good at what he does. Obviously, it's shown they're not as good as me, but respect nonetheless. Right? I lie? Is I the have anybody contextualized? Have you guys started to contextualize? Has there been any other individual in this country? No, here we're saying Jagdio is head on, face on against the PNC. All the opponents of Jagdio, arise from the politics of the PNC. All opponents of Jagdio. You hear what I'm telling you, Al? Jagdio knows the cause of his problems. It is directly related to politics, his affiliation, and the polarization of the opposition. Bam! Jagdio could watch us see how we get enemies. Guyanese Critic enemies. The media. When I started as Guyanese Critic, was the first one. Who is he? Who is that boy? Why does he speak that way? He can't be in here. He's not a journalist. The media. The press association. The commenters, regular people. What is just piss off on a daily basis. The PNC. Nothing the PPP. Contractors. Past friends. Women. Auntie men. Men. You ever watch and ask yourself, has there been anybody that stand up against this kind of resistance in this country? You ask yourself, who I don't piss off? Look at the lawsuits. MudWata. Now, Mark Benschop, you go cross politicians, decent people, church people, even fucking children I piss off. There has never been, and there will never again in the history of Guyana be another like me. Because people under me circumcised don't gonna run and hide. You look at it like, after $100 million lawsuit, but you still come in and talk the same thing the next day the people sue you for? Benschop care black people and make them get killed. How is that? Well, how is that? Because one for me ain't too far from two. He could sue back tomorrow for next 100 million. Yes, that was my problem. When we do things down here at TBN, we go big or we go home. You could sue me for $100 million. Me? A billionaire in debt Guyanese critic. You sue me for $100 million? Mad. We take on more debt. Hello. Good morning.
Hi, Critic. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
No, it's not the time for gaff, ma'am. What is it?
Don't study those people and keep
No, I just having a ball. It's only that you see my arms and moving. But in my brain are jerking off. Just so I'm gonna come.
Don't.
You believe I'm joking? Man, I can't help myself with this thing. Hello, good morning. I gotta fuck up somebody that nigga done. Hello, good morning. Yeah.
When you start, you just even piss off the devil. And when you start act, down to the devil, just sit down and take note.
Say it, boy. Yeah. In me brain, I just saw. Today's what date? The 24th? And that is April the 24th meme of the day. You understand what I'm telling you? Mark Benschop. Will you cover Sue? Sue, when I could have Jagdio as my witness? How you winning the case? When I carried Jagdio to court and said, you pardon this by? Huh? Is that you pardon this by? Is that you make this menace come back to haunt all the way? Is that you, Jagdio, got this menace, Mark Benschop, come back for haunt this country? After causing the death, leading black people to the death? That is what hurt him. Now listen to me, it's the truth, the gospel truth. Right? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, critics.
Talk to me quickly, brother.
Oh, you ain't telling them by England I used about.
Scunt. Don Stuggs, anti-men gonna tune in now. They can't throw me off meditation. Yeah, can't throw me off meditation. Yeah, I can bug me through the phone. You ain't throwing me off meditation this morning. I'm on a roll! The price for truth just gone up. And we selling truth today. Let me read this thing for you. We going through the roof. Another one. That adds to the multiple lawsuits that Michael Rodriguez has already received. I don't know, but I'm thinking I might have to leave something with Guyanese. I think I might have to take out my testicles, mummify them. I gonna left there, I gonna left me testicles in a museum. And when people watch it, men must watch it and say, that was the balls of one of the greatest men in the world. Balls he had. You hear what I tell you? People must watch and say, when they walk in the museum, mommy walking and I should watch the balls. She says, son, if you know the stories about that balls, that gentleman's name was Guyanese Critic, and balls he had. Yoo-hoo! Balls he had. Straight into reading. I can left it with him. You imagine you go in the museum, 2 testicles. The testicles of the Guyanese Critic. You understand? Let us study it. Because this fucking behavior can't come from me brain. It comes from me, my balls. You ever tell you? HGP, Nightly News, social activist and managing director of Benschop Radio, blah, blah, blah. Lawsuit against, files a $100 million lawsuit against social media commentator and government contractor Mikhail Rodriguez, known as the Guyanese Critic. And when you guys talking about me in the news, you say, known as the Guyanese Critic, the realest thing coming out of the world. That is how that should end. You put that in brackets, the realest thing coming out of the world, just so you know. In court documents seen by Nightly News, Mr. Benschop claims Rodriguez on the 23rd of March 2024 published through his Facebook media, social media, defamatory statements against him. Now this thing that when he might learn, and he issues something and say, if the next time I talk about he will drop a lawsuit at me. Well, welcome home. Mark, welcome home. Because lawsuits got to be fought on the grounds. Lawsuits can't fight through fucking comments and posts. Because imagine Nightly News see the document, me see the document, yet me get it. And they can't say they're looking for me. Because if you call me, I go in for document. That's the only man you could call and say, we have a lawsuit for $500 million for you, and I come pick it up. If the court calls me and says, Mr. Rodriguez, we have a lawsuit here for you for $1 billion. I said, I'll be there in just about half an hour, or maybe just after lunch. Let me get something on my stomach first. You understand? So we roll. Because truth got to be sold. I tell you. And the value for truth has just gone up. Nobody can change that. What did I say that is defamatory? I didn't see Jagdeo as a fearful person, and I continue to ask myself why they allow the PNC to get away with the crimes they committed against the people in this country. Somebody call me and tell me Aubrey Norton calling for war, fighting. Jagdeo is the individual who pardoned now Benschop, who had been a thorn, in the side. He is a fucking thorn. He's still a thorn, so I don't know had. It's not in the past. And Benschop, for what he did, he led black people to their death in the office of the president compound. He should have rot in hell, in prison for the rest of his life. Jagdeo pardoned him. That is the reality. Rodriguez is accused of saying that. There's a matter of fact. I say it again. Mark Benschop, in his arrogant Mark Benschop style, got a set of black people, riled them up, and had them run into the office of the president, where several of them were shot and killed. That is a matter of fact. He was then arrested and charged for treasonous, since the event was a treasonous one. An attack on the president is treason. That is a matter of fact. Mark Benschop was in prison, not me. Jagdeo pardoned him. I didn't have anything to do with that. Those are matter of facts. They are truths that can't be denied. How you gonna have in your lawsuit the truth of you, what you did? How does that work? I don't understand. How does that work? How does it work? You did these things, Mark Benschop. Are you saying what touched Mark Benschop? Right? Watch. Kaichur, you don't need to read Kaichur papers. You don't need to buy Kaichur papers. Mark Benschop slaps with $100 million lawsuit. There's a big thing for Glenn. Glenn get torn on there. Now I become the lead man and Kaichur. Have you asked yourself? You guys, it resonated with you guys? Do you know what I have become? Anybody paying attention? Anybody who will see me for what I really am? In fucking denial. You know, I lived through PNC protests. Y'all know? When PNC tried to make me out as a racist, y'all know the story. How you know the story? I am the person who published it. I published it. Now, this is Kaichur News header. You don't need stories that make no sense in Kaichur. Unless you're buying Kaichur News for wipe your body, you don't need to buy Kaichur News. You want to know the hypocrisy with PNC people? Like, I want you to watch this video. I want you to pay attention to this video. I want you to watch this video. Right? Then you realize how much hypocrites people like Mark Benschop are, Rickford Burke are, the people who calling for boycotts of the Hill restaurant. I want you to watch this video. Y'all know this is where? If y'all know this, where call me and tell me. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Critic. I'll send you a picture there. I want to take a look at it.
Right away.
Watching your live on the air, I want to talk about the taxi that in a good place now and your pause now. I'll send you it on WhatsApp, you hear me?
Roger. I'm gonna watch it. You can't send something to me now and me watch it no. You wanna see it no. Feed a dog for 3 days, they will remember you for 3 years. Feed a human for 3 years, they will forget you in 3 days. No, man, no. No. If I put the penny page, you gonna fucking mad. Hold on. You gonna mad. You could never do that. He and her they're behaving like the PNC. Wouldn't put up any. Oh man, no, you can't put them on. No. As I always throwing shade. So Team Mohammed put up something on the page, but somebody cut out and put a picture of Daggy. No. No. He always throwing shades. It's Daggy referring to, but how they put up the picture? No. He's so stupid. He's so one time so stupid for put up Daggy shaking the president's hand and making a comment like this. But this is, you see, small-minded people think a certain way. And let me show you Alice what we're talking about. Just to put it into context. I can't show. Oh, Facebook. Facebook. He might be referring to me and Alta. It mightn't be Daggy. It mightn't necessarily be Daggy. So this is Team Mohammed's post. Feed a dog for 3 years. They will remember you for 3 days. They will remember you 3 years. Feed a human for 3 years. They will forget you in 3 days. Stay humble. So that's indicative of his attitude. Yeah. He would throw shades on all of him. He not reach a level of maturity. Like me can't fucking them money where them banner got nobody can attack to fucking me as like. You understand? That man, big man with money, they're throwing shades and.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
I have a question that I see that nobody asks. How Mark Benschop have a treason charge and allowed to live in the United States or Canada?
He was pardoned by the now Vice President Burke.
I understand, but
Partner, listen to me. Here,
States,
don't fucking express your ignorance, buddy. That's why I take a breath before I tell you. Don't go there. Don't let me start scorn this man. If I tell you that, there ain't got nothing more for discuss. If you don't know, if you say you're gonna say in the fucking United States, that mean you don't know what you're talking about. You're asking me, and I tell you he was pardoned by now Vice President Burke. That's the end of the story. Anything after this, you'll be expressing your ignorance. Don't let me go there.
All right.
Don't let me go. Some days I ain't got the fucking patience and time for it. Yeah, I don't let me go there. Oh shit! Where's the thing? Let me go back, and we can get Kaicho News. Oh shit! Don't worry the story, man. Don't worry. Yeah. So telling you, yeah. No, here what no. You know, the reality is, no matter what, my thing is factual. Some people will come with narratives that in making sense, I can't relate to them. All these lies, what you see is a matter of facts. It can't be disputed. The $101 million lawsuit that MudWata bring out, that I said MudWata was Kieran Bruce, did not hold up in court because it's only me, no. It's a matter of fact. If me, he come up with the fucking idea. I have records with communication between us and all them things now. I never seen him as nothing else than MudWata. It's just that these people of these ilk, Jaggers use the term ilk. You understand? Like, I think they got this fucking inferiority complex. So they're not full in their nature. They run behind and thing. Now me as a front end banner. Yes, I want you to know is I fuck you up. I wouldn't come here like. So the Guyanese Critic. The Guyanese Critic say, or somebody say, yes, I know, I say, I was gonna fuck you up. Yeah, bro. Bash.
Hi, morning, Chief.
Talk to me quick.
Yeah, that is we're going to start there. You want V or without V?
I'm gonna call you and tell you just now.
Oh, come back right away. Come.
Fear without V. I fucking understand what you're saying. What's good? There's no way catch me safe with you, Jack.
Get it.
Yeah, bro, let come straight. Let come straight. Let come straight. Yeah, safe. Thanks. No, I understand what you're saying. No, I don't depend on them scandal. Yeah. So these be like a man send now a picture to me with what as an post and then put daggy there and think for make it out there. This fucking the buy petty. You understand? But hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Hey, Mohameds Critic. I just want to ask you this question. Is Mark Benschop currently wanted by the Guyanese police force for cybercrime?
Yes.
And if so, what is the Guyanese police force doing for bringing this guy back to Guyana?
No, they ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna come back for me lawsuit. When he come back for me lawsuit, he'll be collected at the airport.
Okay.
But remember, it's not jail he go in. Cybercrime is hold you, investigate charges. Not to say he get jail. Even the Burke, I don't know why Burke don't come back. The crimes that he committed, right, is not crimes that, oh, you're gonna last away in jail. But they're frightened for go one day in jail. They're frightened their fucking own shadow. And you can't run from your shadow. Your shadow continuously follow you. You understand? So watch this video. Y'all know where this is? Anybody can tell me where this video was shot? Huh? In jail. Jack Dio in jail. Anybody know this as well? Tell me in the comments. You know this as well? Song with Jack Dio in fucking jail. A full campaign. Anybody know this as well? Yeah? Well, there's the Hill Restaurant. The same Hill Restaurant. Now the president is saying going to Hill Restaurant. The president go. After all of this happened at Hill Restaurant. The workers in Hill Restaurant got on fucking AP and you shot. Hill Restaurant is doing this thing long. Nobody never said, let me boycott Hill Restaurant. And that is how you know the real problem that lies with black people, what really brings black people down. Obviously, it's not the PPP. Because if this was said in the Hill Restaurant about Jack Dio, and Jack Dio said nothing, and the president know and Jack Dio know and they saw it fit to go to the Hill Restaurant and shake people's hand. Trust the Hill Restaurant enough to go in and cook and maybe eat from them. I'm going to show you all another video with the Hill Restaurant. This is the Hill Restaurant, same Hill Restaurant. What they're trying to bring down now. When the Hill Restaurant had the people in there going on, this is 2020, when they lie to the fucking people and tell the people to win the election, the people themselves celebrate. Here. Now imagine, this didn't warrant a boycott of the Hill Restaurant by the PPP. But PNC hooligans think it should bring down the Hill Restaurant because the president went and the Hill Restaurant owner had an opportunity to air her concerns. Black people had a chance to talk. I want y'all to listen to this. This here happened at the Hill restaurant. And not a PPP boy call for a boycott. And nobody knew watch. Mostly black people in there at that time. Indian people got all the right to say, well, here what now, we ain't going there. But no, nobody said anything. People left because it's a restaurant. Where you could control what people say, what people could do. If the lady would got hailed the come, I come to the place, I don't tell them to broke up your fucking place. I want y'all to listen.
I want to go back to school. This is real kind of thing. This is real kind of thing. I tell you. I want to get a certain accord thing going here. Here we go. Oh, let us cooperate for Guyana. Oh, let us cooperate for the land. Let us enjoy the Can we do it right together? Can we do it? Yes, we can. Oh, we ain't giving up no tree. Oh, we ain't giving up no tree. Oh, we ain't giving up no river.
Thank God is Ali had to come and deal with Maduro. Cause if it was for them fucking drum this and them scun this, them on execute the gun. Thank God. The gun at the time when his Ali had to come and take care of it and deal with little suave and thing. Because me got the suave. Me want no problem with fucking Maduro. You understand? No. This is what happened in 2020. That is what happened in 2020 with APNU. This is what happened the other day.
All right.
Look at the difference. PNC to PPP, same place, Hill Restaurant. PNC to PPP, same place, Hill Restaurant.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, President.
First of all, allow me to thank all of you for...
Turn this down, please. Turn down the TV. Turn down the TV.
Turn on the TV.
Turn down the music.
Pick it up. Okay, yeah, Mr. President.
All right, first of all, let me thank all of you for...
Not no beating up on nobody. Not no war. Not putting Narton in jail. Speaking to Guyanese people as the president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana in Brooklyn, New York, which is predominantly Guyanese, or a part of Brooklyn that is predominantly Guyanese.
the warm welcome. I'm very, very pleased that I'm in this community today to celebrate with you, Guyanese, and the great work you're doing as Guyanese here in the U.S. I want to assure you, having visited different areas here in Brooklyn, the Kings County Hospital, the 5,500 workers, 13% of whom are Guyanese, a level 1 trauma center. We cannot be anything but proud of the work that Guyanese continue to do and the contribution you make to the society here.
Thank you.
What I want to assure all of you is that as we continue to build our country into a country that will be sustainable, highly competitive, one in which every Guyanese must be able to live a prosperous life, one in which we must build an equitable society, a society in which all of us can enjoy a quality of life and a freedom and enjoy a standard of living that is befitting of where our country is going. And that is the hard work that we're investing in, ensuring that we build out a healthcare system, an education system that is second to none, so that all our people can have good access to quality education, quality healthcare, building out infrastructure in every single community.
You hear the message of the president. The president had a message to Guyanese people. what we doing in Guyana. Now we then went on to give the opportunity to people to talk, right? This is the owner, or claimed to be the owner of the Hill Restaurant.
Program where we want to train 6,000 new nurses, building out a tourism hospitality institute to support the more than 14 hotels that are under construction. We now are investing greatly in ecotourism. So I don't want to keep you long, but I want you to know that together, we are going to build a country that...
Now here was the problem. Now no cost down, no drum beating, same Hill Restaurant. The president projects what he's doing for the country, telling the people, and then gave the people an opportunity for redress and say what they want, what more they want to see. And that is what touch. You imagine nobody wanted to boycott the ignorance that happened with the PNC in Hill Restaurant in 2020, but they want to boycott a civil conversation happening in the Hill Restaurant. Look.
Second to none. It will happen. All of us must put our shoulders to the wheel, and we will do it.
I want to ask you one question, Mr. President. I must say, welcome to the Hills. Again, you probably remember me from Queens when I told you you need to come to the Hills, and you said if it's the hills and valleys. But you're here. I must say, Venezuela, if you're looking, Essequibo is ours. Take that from us. But to you, Mr. President, you're a young president. And sometimes people can get under your skin. You're like the mother of our country. You and the father. You're the founder. We want to have, for you to have more patience. We all love...
No, imagine. This is the message, because black people saying, yo, we wrapping up and pam play with you. We want you to get more pay. We want you to understand what we want you there in your fucking nights, man. This is reasoning. This is what, because they calculate. If the man learn and start doing what the people want, they will have nobody to vote for them. Because the man making sense. The Benschop and the Rickford Burks ain't making fucking sense. They ain't talking nothing about development. They ain't making no sense. Black people want to hear what you're doing for me. How you doing it for me? Hear the story here. This is where this woman getting boycott for.
What we supposed to get as the people, and I'm not saying one set of people and the other set is not getting. As a people, we gonna pour everything out to you because...
You hear we touch the button? Mr. President, we gonna pour everything out to you. If you could do, we not got time with bad Benschop. We got time with the PNC. Once we get, we there for you. This is the same Hill Restaurant we had Jagdi Yo in jail. Now they calculate Jagdi Yo and Irfan Billing Road and Billing Hospital. What we gonna do? You understand? Where you follow PNC for what beat fucking drum? We don't got to beat drum no more. We got past the stage. You understand what's going on? The people saying what they want and they saying what they gonna do. This hurt their feelings.
People, and I'm not saying one set of people
this is
and
what
the
hurt
other
their
set
feelings.
is not getting. As a people, we gonna pour everything out to you because...
Oh, Jesus Christ! Headache! That man that woman is talking to was never responsible for causing nobody losing their life. Even the man was trying an assassination attempt, black man, Haitian, trying an assassination attempt on the president. He live, he dead. Mark Benschop caused black people lose their life, carry them in the road, the fucking office of the president, while Jagger is president, they lose their life, they get shot and killed. This is real thing. The man that woman is talking to, Irfan Ali, never caused nobody to lose their life, and that is what touching them. Because Mark Benschop's supposed to be a representative of black people, but he has notches and he's supposed to get teardrops here for the amount of black people he caused for dead. For the amount of lives he caused. And he's supposed to be the person to hold up the mantle for black people. That's how they present themselves. Listen.
The Hills is a staple in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And this is where most of the people come. They eat, whenever they come from Guyana, the artists, wherever, they come to the Hills. So we want to have that relationship.
No, everybody. PNC, the drum, one man band, everybody. We know we got a video. We know you ain't got to tell we. But Ali ain't got no hard feelings. Ali wise provide for you.
We can rely, we can depend, we can say, okay, we're going to give up whatever we have here and go back to our country.
When they hear the belly start hot, people going to give up and go back to the country. People going to give up and go back to the country. Then you ain't got nobody for fucking hollering you about racism. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, critics. Benschop is a man who like Carl Richard Deo Paku and he moved mash up. I address something like that.
Me understand what you're telling me. What's the relevance to what we're talking about here? This petty fucking little bite thing, who Paku, this barman thing, me don't depend. Who say who is Paku and this and that. I say a low life. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Two things. What President Ali did there the other day is called ground scratching. You know when them little dogs is going to piss on the ground and
Joseph, hold up. There's a fucking understatement. Joseph, don't let me you get around. Ground scratching is like a little what was Scott you talking? The man plow up the whole place. The man dig up the place, turn over the
on a serious note, at 52 years old, leaving Guyana in the 70s, I can honestly say after watching that video at the Hills, when you look at the demographics of the people, and I'm not talking about race, but I'm talking about age, I am happy that I did not grow up in that cauldron of ignorance because as an individual, and it's not about me living in the States, it's about my mindset, being able to look at things objectively. When you look at what's happening, it is the older generation, people older than me, people older than you, who are trying to carry on this mantle of racism. And they don't understand that if you're living in a place where good things are happening and you are trying to tear down those individuals who are doing those things, you're not only hurting the country, but you're hurting yourself. Opportunity is there for those who want it. Even blacks living in a country like the United States where racism abounds, you see wealthy black individuals owning businesses, doing things for themselves, sending their kids to Ivy League colleges or local state colleges. You have to take what you can get and do something with it. This mentality that black Guyanese have, the older generation of this staunch racism and black man this and Indian man that, I hope that the younger generation leaves all.
No, we ain't got it. If you look at the dating patterns and everything else. But Daniel, do you know what is the likelihood of success as an entrepreneur in terms of percentage? Do you know?
Give it to me.
It's close to 2%.
Wow.
Success as an entrepreneur. So why it really hurt me when they try to bring down this black woman is they don't realize that her being Guyanese, the percentage goes down when it moves a certain way. So it's a higher percentage. If you look at all the people, it is 2% in the world, successful entrepreneurs. Then you take that 2% and you break it down by 100. The Jews, they were 60.
Right.
Because the population is small, but the success rate high.
Stick together.
Right? So now we got a small population also. And we are making inroads. and you have a black woman who obviously has made mistakes. She make a fucking mistake with them. For goddamn it, she placed singing Jagnew in jail. Jagnew is not no easy customer. You understand?
Right.
She take a chance with them. Left them, she make a little money and thing. But oh my God, now she has an opportunity to say, yo, this is what's going on. You imagine them man saying boycott this lady till she give an apology for what? Apology for being open, apology for talking to the head of state and telling you what you want, and even giving from. Bear in mind, these people going to the UN and saying black people ain't got nothing. This lady get the president for come to your restaurant for say here. If black people get something, now we negotiating. If black people get something, this is what we can give. It's
colonial. These guys have a colonial mindset, and it will never leave them. These people have to die off, and they have to leave the earth in order for things to change. The people who are alive.
Well, my brother, listen to me. Listen to me. They're not easy. It's not easy to get it done. Born him dead, and when fucking election time, they try to invoke he. Because he was known as the god of rigging. Yes, Barnum there and Simona Broomes them and just go around the 7 pounds and try to fucking evoke.
Listen, I am so sad. It breaks my heart, literally. And I'm not, this is no satire. I literally wanted to cry this morning when I saw that video that you were just playing, because the ignorance that I see there just reminds me of the stories I used to hear about blacks being chopped up with cutlass, villages burning, and it's like they want to continue to relive these old days when people were
never again, my brother. Never again. Have no fear. The Guyanese critic is here.
Man, thank you so much for being on the scene, bro, because there's no truth coming out except for where we're hearing you. Yeah, sometimes you're a little abrasive and thing, but at least...
Not little, man. Like this morning is fucking understatement morning with you. But scratching and little abrasive. Little? You could end up with over $1 billion in lawsuits and you're little abrasive? Yes, sir?
Listen.
I fucked up of every sort, mentally, physically, spiritually, and everything else.
I've been calling because I'm getting ready to hit the road to get work, but I get up every day to make sure that I listen, because I need to see what is happening on the ground. I'm not getting this information from any place else. Thank you very much for what you do. Appreciate it. Keep it up.
Yeah. Little abrasive. Ali was scratching the surface. What kind of fucking thing he coming up with this? What shipping is he coming up with this morning? But abrasive. Me? You could be a little abrasive. You ever hear anybody say, we are bringing a lawsuit against Critic because he was a little abrasive? He's very, he could be a little insulting. A little? They ain't got nothing about little. I ain't got fucking little hair, little dick, nothing about me. Yes, man. Little mouth, nothing about me ain't little. I think it's true. Little hello, good morning.
Good morning, Critic.
Yes, my brother. How can I be of assistance to you this morning?
Yes, I have 2 questions I would like to ask. The first question is, why is about culture news? Mm-hmm. Now, why do the critic and the vice president seems the critic and the vice president seem culture news as the biggest threat to them? And the second question is, why do you consider yourself the realest thing out of Guyana? If it's the realest critic or the realest hypocrite? That's all.
Well, do you want to give... Oh, God, should I answer? Do you want to give your take? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I say I'm the realest thing out of Guyana and in the world because it's a matter of fact. Right? Fair. So, and the question with Kaicho News... why does Kaicho News come? You see Kaicho News, what it published today? This Kaicho News header is I upon Kaicho News header. They seem to have an infatuation with me. So nice, positive, comfortable question. Not necessarily things that I can answer. What he has to do, the caller has to do, is share your opinion of why you think. You ask a question, am I the realest thing in Guyana or the realest hypocrite? What one thing, just one, don't name 10. What one thing I would have done or said that would suggest I'm a hypocrite? Simple. Simple. Right? So, let me go back to the hills and valleys.
Educators, the people with visions to build our country. But in all of that, we want to know that we have a government that is governing our country to have our backs. We and to support every...
Yes. Here, they can't like, yo, Ali make a breakthrough here with these people, this problem. Hello, good morning. Let me call back. Yes, sir. The people them saying, man, listen to me. Whatever you could do for we there. We there. We supporting you 100%. We ain't necessarily vote the lady talking about voting. No, we will go back and show what happened. This is the occurrence that happened that called for a boycott. PNC will call it a boycott. People like Mark Benschop. This lady can't follow Mark Benschop. You follow Mark Benschop, you just lose your fucking life. Now, what are you going to do with this $100 million you suing me for? You're going to get the people, them, the families where you cause the family life. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Critic morning. You know what I like about you?
Yeah. That my mouth big and as a cross, my goatee, my hair, what? Hello, good morning.
Mr. Critic,
Hi.
good morning.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you some pictures there. I spoke to you last week. We got into the book, my doors and windows and stuff.
I gotta look at it just now here. It's going to this really see a wrong timing. This girl says she like something about me. I wear as a cross, my goatee, what you like? I don't know. Babe, I hear you say what you like about me, but what me like about you, man, like you don't got credit in your phone?
Critic, you know what I like about you? Honestly speaking this morning. You got a nice mouth for give me a whistle.
A whistle BT. She go for say whistle BT, but I catch it. But I still talk it. No, if she said for she mouth, it's an insult. If I said for me mouth. Yes, sir. The only problem I got with whistle BT is back pressure. And you see me nose, this is nostrils. You see me nose? Like Miss Piggy? Yes, sir. If I blowing into your ass, and next thing, things back, your back pressuring. Right? And if you want, let me give you out your number. 702 4943. $702-4943. Whistle BT. Ask a Whistle BT. Say Critic gave the number. Why may I answer back now? Other people that call, your phone will ring whole day. I hope the guy ain't got a job. Anybody like Whistle BT in? Call the number. Right? It's the back pressuring, man. If the seals them and saying good, because from the song that she mouth. Yeah, worn and torn. Right? And you blow. Me ventilation, ain't got adequate filtration. So let me hear what
decision, not every and any decision, but the most important stuff that we
other people get.
She was and where you were to where you are today as the leader of
against this president, oh God.
Man with the AP and you just pray for the president. Like you ask I'm going to prayer in Jesus' name. You know they always always got a big one with a fucked up vice in the church. And people don't understand why church membership has been dropping over the years. Because you listening to social media and somebody's like, baby, I want to have you in my life. You understand? Are you listening to Jennifer Lopez and Nicki Minaj? And then, yeah, Jesus' name. You know? Like, something scraping in your fucking head, inside your skull. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a prayer from whoever this uncle name.
Lead him in the right direction, oh God, and you show him the way we have to.
Here will Mark Benschop thinking, oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! Even God support the giving, you know. Oh, my mama, black people gone. Oh! You understand what's going on there? The people say, well, all right, here what we want, here what you want. They start praying for you and say, God support you. Both gonna fall. Baby party broke up. Boycott coming. It's belly walk. Imagine a prayer they want boycott Hill because they're praying.
For God. God, that you bring them here from a different country and bring them here to New York. God bless his home, he represent God. You bless his nation, what he supposed to do, Lord God. You put him in the right place that he can able to.
His problem. Wait. They only give up themselves to the man, listening to the man. They're asking God for support this thing. Where is the racism? No. You can't ask God support this man. We gotta let this man look like a racist. Preach, my brother, preach!
In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Everybody, hallelujah! No, hill full. Hill start roll. There's lightning and thunder in the hills. You understand? Nobody boycotting for this prayer. Questions. But they ain't boycotting for this. This wasn't boycott worthy. Now the people them got the flag, the workers them got on the clothes, full APNU, PN citation. Them boycott for the, hear this now. Jack Dio in jail. Hear this one singing. Hill Restaurant, Jack Dio in jail. They ain't boycott for this, but they boycott for civil conversation and prayer. Y'all try with the PNC and people like Mark Benschop and tech set up with them. Y'all try with them. Me ain't playing no game with them people. I done say what I say. You ever tell you, Mark, welcome back. If you ain't got nobody for pick you up on the airport, I could sell the driver, the chauffeur to come pick you up from the airport. Well, I don't know if I picking you up first or the CID picking you up first. But I know he ain't frightened. But the first thing I got to come and deal with is cyber crimes. You understand? All the different conspiracies and all them things now. Let me keep it real, buddy. Let me keep it real. All the time. I ain't got nowhere else to give it to you, but how I see it and how I feel. Keep it real.